It's your boy, Ed the Dread, aka Eddie Money Mouth. And you are tuned into the Money Mouth Podcast. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another Money Mouth Monday. If you haven't already, on my music channel, I did a blues freestyle, taking Muddy Waters' iconic blues riff, Manish Boy, and freestyling about the shit that bothers me in my neighborhood. So, today's topic is going to be, are you man enough to kill the food you eat? Dun dun dun! Ah! That sound right there is literally one of the sounds that keeps me up at night. Fucking roosters. And I've had some battles with my neighbors over roosters. I got a homie who's got a homie who's having a battle over roosters, which we'll touch on shortly. And basically, every time some shit goes down, people who eat chickens are getting mad at me for trying to get rid of the chickens that keep everybody up at night. So it's one of those crazy, what the fuck's wrong with you type moments for me. But for the average person, I guess they have no common sense. To quote my homie Russell Sullivan, who was once a camper at Skim Camp, then an employee of mine, and now just a homie, common sense is not a flower that grows in all gardens. And that's just real to Holyfield, right? So I've had it out. On Halama Street in Kihei, we had huge chicken wars. Chickens were killed and thrown into people's yards, and police had to be called, and all this stuff. So because of that, I kind of know a lot about the chicken law or the chicken legislation. And basically, nobody wants to deal with them, whether it's the cops, the health department, the Humane Society, nobody. Unless you got like a nene goose living or nesting near them, and don't nobody care, right? So my neighbors feed everything, and I've had to fucking murk probably, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 fucking roosters in the last year and a half, because if you don't get sleep, you will go crazy in less than 3 days. And I went crazy pretty much, and sometimes still going crazy over these freaking animals. But with that said, the argument that I've had with said neighbor is, hey man, these chickens keep everyone up at night. Why don't you help us out by either stop feeding him or helping us catch them so I can murk them? And his response is, well, these chickens deserve to live. And my response is like, well, homie, you eat every night at Minute Stop. And if you don't know what Minute Stop is because you don't live in fucking Hawaii, it's a local convenience store, but it sells chicken, right? So it's like you can go get fucking snacks, beer, candy, you know, conventional needs of your house, like small little things. It's like a 7-Eleven, but with a whole bunch of chicken and spam musubi. So I would say, maybe not the healthiest choice to eat. And this homie eats it every fucking night. And literally the only thing they serve in there is chicken. So you're either getting chicken or you're getting spam, right? And this cat's eating chicken. So anyway, back to the point at hand was that, hey man, what's the difference between this chicken in the tree that needs to go, that's keeping everybody up, and the chicken that someone else murked for you to eat at night? Motherfucking nothing. Right? Maybe one's genetically modified and sits in a coop its whole life and never gets to see the light of day and pecks itself until its beak falls off and then fucking just gets ravaged by some human that just mutilates it and fucking murders it, and then you get to eat it. Congratulations. But for real, to me, I'm just like, hey, listen, I don't eat the animals. I just need to sleep. But a friend's friend, which, friend, acquaintance, whatever you want to call him to me, I end up hanging out with him the other night, and his main gripe in the new house that he bought is that, there's chickens. And he's all, oh, I'm catching the chicken, and then I'm driving it away, and I'm dropping it off, but it's coming back. And I'm like, bro, well, one, the fucker's smarter than you think. I don't know. But two, you can't do that, because I've dealt with the chicken law a lot. And you can't, like, catch it and then go drop it off in someone else's neighborhood because it's considered a nuisance animal and it's just going to annoy someone else, right? So like if you catch the thing, you're supposed to fucking kill it. You're supposed to just dispose of it, not drop it off in the next neighborhood down, unless it's Wailea. You can take as many fucking roosters as you want down to Wailea and drop them off around all the hotels and shit. And we'll see how that works. Make Koki frogs too if you want. Oh my gosh. But no, same thing. He's telling me, like he don't want to kill him. He don't want to kill him. It's just like, bro, but you eat chicken, right? Yes. So I I just don't understand. Is it a thing that, you don't want the blood on your hands because you feel like it's murderous? Well, then every single night at dinner, you're murderous. You know what I'm saying? So again, my question, are you man enough to kill your own food and or just get rid of the fucking thing that's annoying you? Like a lot of people tell me I would never kill an animal. Animals all deserve the rights to live, and I believe that, right? But when you have an infestation of ants at your house, you're not going to let them keep infesting and making more ants, right? If you have a fucking bunch of roaches at your house, you're not going to let the roaches hang out and fucking make more roaches and then just live in your home. You're going to fucking get rid of them. Whether you take them and throw them outside, whether you slap them, bap them, whatever the fuck you're going to do, you know, I will put it this way. If you live in a place where there's fucking animals that will kill you, right? Let's say a poisonous snake rolls up on you and your family or just you. You know what I'm saying? Some animal that's going to fucking tear you to pieces. Are you just going to stand there? Or are you going to try to murk the thing before the thing murks you? Well, if you're a bitch and a pussy, then I guess you just gonna get murked, you know what I'm saying? But like, as a man, you gotta kind of have some sort of edge where you could fucking flip. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. No one's telling you that you have to, but you don't want to be so frail that you could never defend yourself. You don't want to be so fucking nice and timid that you never could raise your voice and you could never be stern with anyone and you could never. It's one of those things. And I mean, the goal is to never have to do that. But the society that we live in nowadays, fucking some people, the only thing they can respond to is being fucking yelled at and or because of the way they've been conditioned in their life, right? So, unfortunately for all of us, psh, you know, I wish that I could be the nicest guy 100% of the time, but sometimes I'm human and shit makes me mad and things happen, right? But with that said, chickens are a thing that make me mad. So I got to get rid of them. And if you can't get rid of them, then I ask the question of you, do you eat chickens? Do you eat meat? If you do, then you shouldn't really have a problem with someone ridding themselves of the fucking stray feral chickens if you're slugging caged ones every night down your gullet. And that is your Money Mouth podcast for Monday. Click like, click subscribe, share if you care. If not, I don't give a fuck. Still going up there, top, baby. See you there. A hooey ho, Kako.